Welcome to Endgame Club. This is Tuesday of week number 2 and our final round. The pairings are Neo Aussie versus Up and Comer. Neo Aussie at +5. VJ Baker versus Jason Motor. VJ Baker at +5. So a heated battle for first place. Nobody really challenging them except Up and Comer's got +1. Frentz has got +1. Also, Farmer has got par. So those are some of the top players. Looks like maybe that's actually +6 for Neo Aussie and VJ Baker. But so Frentz and Farmer. We'll be double checking all the scores for a moment. I'm having a little trouble with this software. Every time somebody gets a double, you have to go through and make up a fictional round and give all of the guys with the double an extra win, all the losers a loss, and give everybody else a half point, which actually should work out pretty well. I think actually what's giving me the trouble is whenever there's a buy, I have to make sure that it's a half point buy, and then people withdraw and they late join. And anyway, we have the complete transcript here, which shows every single game, and so we definitely will be going over that to make sure we got everything right. And anyway, bringing you the last round. So Frentz versus Farmer match. Farmer2013. So Frentz will be going over this channel log carefully to check all the scores, as usual, before the next week's rating list. And enjoy your last game. Okay, so Farmer. Farmer working on his tactics between rounds. And load game. Frentz and 338. Okay. This is a great one. I hope you enjoy this show. And sorry for the... So Farmer pulling that knight right away. So there's a bishop takes knight on the table. He says, no, that is my knight. I am not trading it. And it's going to be very tough for Frentz if he plays that well. Rook to c1. Excellent. No, black needs a plan. So it is advantage black. Bishop a3 always seems like a nice move. Just toss that in there. I think what I want to do is play king f7 over to d7. You try to be like Capablanca. I'm going to put this here, then I'll put that there, and then something, something. I'd like to take this bishop out of contention. Let's just lay low for a second. One thing I've seen is white will tear open the center, maybe f3, e4, maybe rook on e1. Very little counterplay over here. Bishop c1 seems reasonable. I think Frentz will retreat the bishop if that happens. Okay, and so I can't play rook b8. Even if I wanted to push these pawns, I can't. Pawn to b5 has got problems because the knight actually protects b6, so it's tempting to push the other pawn. I'd like to play h6 g5. Part of me would like to do that, but you know, that's not really where my strength is anyway. So Let's think about that c3 pawn. That pawn is weak, right? So maybe we play rook c6 and rook a8 and take off the c3 pawn could be a plan. Now I just blocked my bishop. He could have tried bishop c1, bishop back to here, bishop back to f4, and basically demanding a bishop trade. I don't know if that's such a good trade for white right now, though, because I have a good knight. And here comes that guy. All right, so interesting. Now, the pawn to d5 is on the table, which makes it hard for me to play rook c6. So there's that. Let's see if we can get a sneak move of pawn to g5 in. You got to look at all the pawn pushes. So there's e5. I'll probably play f5 and say no thanks. There's d5. I'd probably play e5 and give him a passer. There's also e5 and an immediate g5, which is tempting. I don't think that actually works, though. Alright, you play e5 and I can just ignore it. One thing I don't really want is I don't want white's rooks to get active. Remember the points, folks. 5 points for a rook. There's some reason for that, right? So these rooks are just thirsting for action. This guy in AA is like, coach, you know, you're allowed to put 11 guys on the field, so you don't even have to sub me and just like put me somewhere more useful. He's getting a little irritated. Now there's also the clock. So if we take after farmer 3-3 blitz, okay, let's try this. He's gonna go back to c1 maybe. Maybe not. I'm taking that file though. Change of plans. And now this is just going to be chaos. This is not going to be easy at all. Okay. So Francis is going to lose the b6 pawn. Not sure how I feel about that. But there it is on the board. And now there's a knight c5 option. Force a trade because the threat of b6 is too strong. Too strong. Okay, now I think I can win this.
Check.
King d4. And let's go take the g3 pawn.
Check.
Okay, so black transitions into a pretty dangerous game, honestly. Let's be honest, folks. Let's be honest. King is coming around, too. Okay, anyway. King's going to come up to b6 and help this rook. That's not good.
Check.
Hmm.
Check.
So this game is getting wild and crazy.
Check. Check.
It's going to get the C7 pawn. But, wow, very tricky game.
Time warning.
Okay. Now maybe king d5.
Check. 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 Check.
Okay. Now rook a6 is playable. Oh boy. I think farmer should watch the
Check.
f5 pawn. He's doing exactly the right thing.
Check.
Was doing exactly the right thing. Check. Check and take the f5. Interesting. Now rook f3 is a nice little formation.
Check.
And now black is looking good. A great game by farmer. Just really nice. Possibly rook b6. Yeah. Alright. Let's watch out for that rook check there. Maybe I can allow that rook check actually. So if he checks me, I'm going to come over.
Duel.
Friends with the do not hurry school of chess here.
Check.
There we go. No.
Duel. Check. Check.
Okay. And that is a fitting end to the problem of trading. That last trade all happened too fast, but not a good trade. Okay, and thanks for watching the video. Just in case everyone's watching, I'm not really sure what happened with Neo Ozzy and VJ Baker, but we'll get it, and we'll bring you the results. All right.